Welcome to Gbpcad analysis for the fourth week of September. We're going into the fourth week. There's still like a week and a half left of September, but the way I number these are 1, 2, 3, 4. So essentially what we saw price do prior to last week was strong bearish momentum, right? And after something like that happens, price does need a period to cool down, consolidate order, generate order flow in the market, right? So there's a bullish intraday trend line here, okay? You see these perfect tap on the trend line plus 1969800, and that was also in the recap how that was a good buy trade. The buy trade, okay? And we do have a resistance at this level. You see these levels right here. So this area, this zone, even at 1.71500 works. But once we break that, so essentially I've labeled out a couple scenarios here, okay? Two scenarios. Because right now market is just consolidating, right? So if we do break this trend line, create a lower high, continue down, break the level, then safe sells once this level is broken. Once 1.69800 level breaks, then we can go to our weekly low target. If the bearish scenario plays out, first we'll reach this low here, and then we can possibly push lower. Only if we get a break of the trend line and then we form a bearish intraday structure and break this level. If this level breaks, then we can head down, okay? So keep in mind of the bullish trend line. In case that doesn't happen, you got to prepare for all scenarios, right? Market does what the market wants to do. We can just follow along and anticipate its moves and create scenarios and then act on those and execute on those once they come to fruition, right? So if we do break above anywhere from 1.714 to, let's say you break above 1.715, right? Because there are wicks there. Break above this, safe buys on the break and retest, and then we can continue up to 1.72500. So that's the target for buys if bullish pressure, bullish momentum, and bullish market structure continues. So that's what we'd be looking for. This over here is a weekly level, okay? Anyways, so these are just the scenarios. I will also post this link in the description to this so you can open up this chart and have it and look at these levels that I have drawn out. Please go through the levels and look at the candle formations, and you should be able to see why I've drawn these levels the way they are, okay? So there's just the trades from last week on Gbpcad. Okay, so you see the bullish intraday structure trend line, right? Bullish trend line, tap, 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 okay? So right now we're in a phase of, see, this was our move down, right? This is our move down, and now that was just one side of volatility. Now, and now you can see that we're in a period of consolidation, right? Think about it like that. If it breaks down, let's say price, and this happens all the time, right? How first we enter a period of, that's our bullet move, and then we enter a period of consolidation before continuing back down, right? So before doing the next move. So you see that, right? Same as like this. Okay, so let's say we break out of this bearish bullish trend line, right? Then we break out of it, we have to create retest / create a lower high. We create a lower high, okay? Say see high time frame creating a lower high, and price breaks below 1.6980. Once it breaks below, we're going to get a retest. We're going to get a retest of broken market structure. I have made this clear so many times. Every time market structure breaks, retest, breaks, retest, breaks, retest, continue down, right? Break and retest. So market structure retest, because these are levels where buyers, sellers are waiting, right? So market has to go grab those orders before continuing down. So let's say in this scenario, bearish scenario from the analysis, we break this level and then we create a lower high here. Let's say around London, New York, whenever there's liquidity grabs happening, and then we continue down. First, you can have this level marked off. Here, there's some wicks, right? So you want to take target where you can, but essentially we know that this is the next higher time frame level, and we will first reach the seller, the low, and then we can reach our weekly level that we have drawn out there, and we'll go over how I have that level. So if that scenario doesn't play out, then we're prepared for our next scenario, right? Essentially, I want to see how price reacts to these levels, okay? I don't want to be taking trades here in the middle of the zone, right? Because why would we do that when we can wait for the clean moves? I showed you how just 3 moves, 3 trades a week, 2 trades a week can get you good percentages, because if you're solely focused on quality over quantity, you will make it. Like you will do good, right? You don't need to be taking 3 trades a day, 2 trades a day. It could just be 2 trades a week, right? Just be patient. That's what most people fail at, right? Even I used to fail at that, but you just got to be patient. We're slowly learning together. So let's say the bullish scenario plays out and we break up, right? Then we retest. So see this level right here? It's a crucial level, right? So we retest and then we can continue up. Only if we find support here. So see, last time we broke up, a couple 4-hour candles, 1 hour consolidated, and we push straight to the next level. So you know that if we do break out, then it's likely we're going to push straight to the next level, which is right here. And that's a range of, so that scenario, that would be a range of 100 pips. 100 pips, 15 pips stop loss, that's 1 to 6, right? Not 1 to 6, it's like 1 to 8, almost. How much? 15 pips? Yeah, 1 to 7. Okay, so you have that, right? That's 100 pip range. And then again, so if that happens and let's say you reach here and then this breaks, then you just push the next level. So these levels are here for a reason, to be used, okay? But in case this happens, something like this, right? You can maybe even sell from here. That's a bit riskier because there's no level here. And then down. So just from here, let's count from here to the first bottom one. It's clean 200 pips, right? And then eventually, if that would break, then price would just continue down to the next level. So we can have a look at that as well. Oops. Right. So see, this is why I have this level, this price activity here. If that was to break, I had this level too. We'd reach here. Reach there, continue down to that level right here as well, taps, right? You see this was drawn because of this wicks here, but then you can also see this price activity here, and there's once we broke down, retest and continue down. Where do we continue down to? We'll map out this level here, right there. You see candle bodies closing right there, solid range. Once we broke that, then we continue down to our next level, which is like right there. Okay, so these are just the levels. This could be a possible lower high, right? Retest of that market structure. So that's what I mean. Once we break past this level, then daily is going to continue down, right? And as you can see, before when we came back down to this level, we retraced up to this level, found resistance, and then create a lower high and then continue down. So we're at that same level right now where we created a lower high earlier in June 2020 and then continue down. So if this does break down, once we broke down and you see how it continued down to the next range, same thing here. If this does, we see a nice daily candle break below, then retest and continue, right? And then although this level was not broken this time, if we do break this level this time and we don't reject it, then we can continue down to here first, right? Or let's say maybe something like this will happen, right? Something like this and then back up. So you just have to wait and watch, right? But yeah, that's Gbpcad for the week. 1 second. I'm just going to go on daily so you can see these levels more properly. Take a screenshot. All the levels are here. See why they're drawn out, right? But other than that, that's it for the week. That's it for the analysis. I'll just be playing off these levels and the scenarios that I've created here for the continuation, and if this level breaks, for the continuation if this level breaks up. Okay, so just watch and see how price reacts to these two levels. Other than that, have a great week. I will still be doing my daily recaps, and I update the analysis every day in the daily recap, so make sure you're checking those out because you can follow along and see what else is happening. Okay, all right, take care, enjoy the week.